Relative age effect in sport. Halson et al. Defined RAE as an asymmetry in the birth date distribution favoring players born early in the selection year and discriminating against participants born later in the year. RAE looks at the fact that a child born on the 1st of January will be playing on the same team as a child born on the 31st of December of the same year, meaning the January child has 12 months more development over the December child. The FA requires schools and clubs to group their players in their academic year. The selection year runs from September to August. Therefore, people born in September are classed as the oldest, and people born in August are the youngest. Brewer et al. Stated that 71.8% of English school FA players were born between September and December, and 58.7% of those who played in the FA Centre of Excellence were also born between September and December. In football, for example, players born in September to December chances are will be bigger and stronger and therefore have less of a challenge at the start, and due to this could have a lack of technical skills and will be challenged more later on in their career. Whereas players born between June and August will chances are be weaker and smaller and be challenged from the beginning, and therefore could develop higher technical skills to compensate for the loss in physical maturity. Not all sports require the tallest and more physically mature performers, though. Gymnastics, for example, requires smaller and more flexible performers, like Simone Biles, who is 4'9", and Max Whitlock, who is 5'6". As stated by Cobley et al., at elite level and with adults, RAE may vanish, because players no longer play in their age groups. Next, we move on to how we can exclude RAE. Biobanding is a relatively new method in order to exclude RAE. It's where players are matched depending on their growth and maturity, not their chronological age. This will then instantly eliminate the advantage of size and strength of performers over one another. This therefore increases the level of fair competition and decreases the chance of injuries due to equality within teams. Biobanding is a good method both for late and early developers. As stated by Cumming and Bruce, biobanding is a challenge to both late and early developers, providing them with effective learning environment. So how does it benefit both early and late developers? While late developers are challenged more technically and tactically, then they further develop the skills and overcome skillful opponents. Whereas, on the other hand, the early developers will be challenged more physically, as they will no longer be able to rely on their size, which will increase their technical and tactical skills and create a more well-rounded player. The only real issue with biobanding is that it doesn't take into account psychological factors. For example, an under-12s player may not be ready to play alongside or against an under-15. They may get nervous, and this could affect their game and therefore their development. As long as the method is backed and it continues to be developed, I believe that biobanding will be a brilliant method for the future to help to develop players. AFC Bournemouth held the first ever biobanding tournament with great success, so with people following their footsteps, it will be the future, especially within football.
Created using Powtoon.